Our next guest is, and I always forget how to if it's Elle or Ellie, right? But
Elle.
Elle, okay. Um, you've been on the show before once, and we're having you back again because you have a new book out called The X Dilemma,
Yes.
EX
Yes.
Dilemma. And so welcome back, because it's been a couple of years at least since you were on. And
Yes.
welcome back to Black Authors Matter TV.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
And do you have
Thank
a copy of your book with you?
no.
No?
I was about to say, of course she does.
No, I know, I know. I have a day job and I'm an accountant. And so
Okay.
I just got off work, so I'm sorry.
Oh,
Me
okay.
too.
Because we like to show the cover to the audience so they can know what book they're getting. Do you have
I
it
have,
handy?
That's
I have
okay.
it.
I'm going to put the link in the chat. If y'all want to see the book, click this link in the chat.
I have it on
It's
my
the
phone.
Bachelor Life series.
Or if you can share the screen. Okay, that'll work. That works.
Go. The X
Okay.
Dilemma.
So that's some binoculars.
Yes.
Okay. So that seems like it's almost like stalking or somebody spying on somebody. And
Yeah.
okay. All right.
That's a
So
big theme.
you've done a lot of writing and
Yes.
you've done writing with other people. I think
Hmm.
were you part of that Juneteenth project?
Yes, I was. Yes.
Okay, okay. Well, you all were writing a book. It was a book that came out every day in June.
Yeah.
I remember.
One year. It wasn't last year. I think it was the year before last. So
2023. I think 2023.
was it 2023? Was it that long
Hmm.
ago? We this show, when you start to get into the years,
Oh yeah.
starts to blur. I thought it was like 2 years ago, but that's more like, well, two and a half, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, you were on with that, and
Hmm.
then but you have other books as well. So,
Yes.
uh, how let us know about how many books you have, like by yourself or with other people. Which are
Uh,
novellas? Which ones are novellas, and which ones are full novels?
as Elle Wright, I've published 35 books.
Oh,
Um,
congratulations!
thank you. I write contemporary, edgy contemporary romance. My characters are flawed. Uh, I write rom-coms, like raunchy rom-coms and angsty drama. And I have several series, the Edge of Scandal series, Wellspring, Pure Talent, and now Bachelor Life. Also, I have a self-published series too, Young in Love. I've written several collaborations with I've written in several multi-author collaborations, such as the Bays of Juneteenth, Bays of Christmas. We
Okay,
recently did Fairy Bay Reimagine, which are fairy tale reimaginings that released last year. I also write with Sherelle Green, Cheryl Lister, and Angela Seals on the Once Upon a series. So back in 2024, we did Once Upon a Murder. It started with Once Upon a Bridesmaid, and then it went Once Upon a Baby. Then we did Once Upon a Funeral, and our last one was Once Upon a Murder. Mhm.
That sounds
okay.
like a fun project.
Yeah,
Yeah, now
it
who
was
comes
fun.
up with all these different projects? Is it one person that's like
No.
the brainchild, or is it a group of you all and then
Mhm.
individually you all have ideas and then you all collaborate?
Well, mostly it's for the Once Upons, it's a collaborative effort between me, Sherelle Green, and Cheryl Lister and Angela Seals. The Bay series, it's a collaboration, but it's usually planned by me and Sherelle Green, and we reach out to the different authors and see if they want to participate, and then we go from there.
And those are novellas, aren't they? Not
Yes,
for
yes,
for the bay
hmm
for the bays of Juneteenth and the
yes,
bays of was it is it Christmas?
yes. Bays of Christmas. We did New
Okay.
Year Bay Solutions, and um, we also did a 420 Bay. like for
Oh,
the holiday 420. So yeah.
Now, what is 420? I'm out of the loop.
It's National Weed Day,
April 20th.
April 20th.
Is that nationally known? I didn't know, but
Yes, it is for
it,
weed smokers.
well, I'm not
Oh,
a
and
weed
by the way,
smoker.
y'all, I'm not a weed smoker. I just stay in touch with popular media. I
Me
don't
neither.
I
So
had no idea, but I'm not
well,
gonna.
this,
I have smoked weed in my younger years, but I
yeah.
was never a regular weed smoker. It was
Well,
just like
what?
only at parties or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the
I had
idea of
this
the
one
series
friend
was,
who always had an ounce of weed, and she
well, the
had this
idea
was
of the
years ago.
series, the, i-
What'd
the
you say, Elle?
idea, the idea of the series was to just kind of bring awareness to the different uses of cannabis, like medicinal, for
Okay,
mental health, for pain, things like that. So
okay,
it was just to shine a light on the different uses of cannabis.
But
okay.
that's
So
still an interesting concept,
it
though. So
is an
each of the
interesting concept,
stories
and I learned
was a
something
different
new.
use of the of
Yes.
marijuana.
Hmm.
That's really interesting. I'd like to read that and see how each
Yeah.
of you approach the
Hmm.
subject.
With the rise of just different businesses related to cannabis, like body oils and things
Hmm.
like that, you can use it for a lot of different uh, issues that you might have. And
Hmm.
so we wanted to just kind of bring attention to that, and so that everyone knows that it's not just about getting high. There are some good uses to the to cannabis.
So what is it again?
It's called 420 Bay.
Okay, 420. And so that's for April 20th.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well,
Mhm.
that one got by me. I tried to stay up to date on what's going on, but I didn't know about April 20th. So what you say you have a common thread in your books and
Hmm.
your novellas and whatever, but it sounds like you have a creative mind too, very creative in
Yeah.
terms of topics. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been creating stories since I was a little kid with my Barbie dolls.
Yeah, but I love the creative approach that you take to storytelling because um the 420 babes and the babes of Juneteenth.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And I think with that one, it was a different story each day or something
Yep.
like that. Those are really creative ways to approach storytelling. Um,
Yeah.
I just wonder, how do you come up with the ideas? Not so much the story topics, but the ideas of how you're going to approach telling a story.
Like I said, we work together. Me and Sherelle usually spearhead the Bay series, and we come up with a storyboard and, just kind of start tossing out ideas and putting things together. And each author decides what they want to write, within the parameters of the series that we set up. So it's a lot of work, but we love doing the work, and it's an opportunity to collaborate with authors, other romance authors, and kind of help with self, promoting and doing all that stuff. Um, just to kind of work together with like-minded people,
Hmm. Yeah.
build a sisterhood, with authors who are writing what we're writing.
It makes sense.
Now tell us about the new book, The
Well, the
X
X
Dilemma.
Dilemma is set in Detroit. It's about a social media he's a playboy, and he's getting in trouble, not just with his family, but with there's this mysterious social media saboteur who's dragging him all through the internet. She's posting all his shenanigans on Instagram, on TikTok, on all these social media platforms, and so he's getting exposed for his I want to say like his faults. I'll just put
Mm.
it like that. He's getting exposed for his faults. And eventually it begins to impact his career. So he works for the family company Bachelor Corporation, and the publicity is start to impact his career. And his grandmother, she tells him he needs to get it together or he's fired.
Oh,
And to help him, she hires a PI to help him find out who this Miss T is. And the PI just happens to be his ex-girlfriend
oh,
that he did dirty like 16 years before.
oh,
So yeah.
layers on top of layers. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of that, grandma also tells all of her grandkids that they need to marry or lose their inheritance. And she doesn't want it to be done when she's dead. She wants to be able to see these people get married in order to get their inheritance. So,
That's like Queen Charlotte.
yeah,
Or,
kind of like
you
yeah,
know,
kind of like an old school like
yeah.
forced yeah, marriage of
Mhm.
not really marriage of convenience because Granny wants them to find love. And she's just tired of seeing them just wasting their lives partying and doing all this stuff and not really trying to settle down because she had a happy marriage and she wants the best for her grandkids. She's already decided that her children are just
Their lost cause.
their lost cause. So she wants her grandkids to live a life of love, like have a life filled with love.
Mhm.
Okay. All
But she
right.
also wants him to get his stuff together so that, he's not bringing a bad light to the company.
I
Now,
like
is this from any kind of was this a completely made up story
Yes.
or okay.
Yeah, this is not a modern version of Queen Charlotte.
No. No.
Or didn't happen to someone you know. But with so much social media was already hectic and
Yeah.
uh just gossipy.
Hmm. And we
But
know one false move can just ruin your whole life. So,
yes, and
yeah.
people
Yeah.
and people make money on your false move.
Yes.
People
Yes.
monetize your
Hmm.
downfall, your demise.
I think
Which is
that's
exactly what
what
is
makes it
happening.
worse. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
not
it
the
makes it worse.
mistake. It's all of the people who want to do think pieces and
Hmm.
they
Yes,
want to commentate and
yes,
Yep.
going
Yep.
and going and
Exactly.
going.
Yep.
yeah. What I don't like if I hear about something that happened and I go to look for it, I
Hmm.
want to just see the raw footage of whatever it is. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
want to see somebody commenting on what happened.
Like I'm
Right.
tired of
I
hearing
want
about
to
that.
just see it for myself. It's hard to
Hmm.
find it just raw footage,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that dress anymore.
Yes.
I think they moved on from the dress.
Yeah, the dress where you couldn't tell what color it was,
No,
right?
not that dress.
No, the
I'm talking about
see-through
the
dress.
dress, the pastor's wife's dress, the first lady's
Oh,
dress.
The
yes,
see-through
yes,
dress.
yes, 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 yes. I saw all the commentary on that. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, but this week is about the as far as Reverend Brian is concerned. I've concluded he likes attention. But
Yeah.
anyway, uh
But he's
this
really
week
doing a lot of advocating and,
Yes.
activism. So,
he
yeah.
is he is, but I think it's more about the camera than anything else. Anyway, but it's something else in the news this week, and I'll just leave it to you all to find it for you. I won't
Oh,
talk about it. As it relates
okay.
to him, there's a new story that's not about the dress.
Oh,
There's
I saw it. I saw it. I did see
oh, okay, all right. So
it.
I don't want to belabor it on here. So
Mhm.
because this is your time, and I want to
Oh,
make sure that you get uh all of the attention for your work.
well, thank you.
What do you meet with a lot of book clubs like for your work? Or
I have
or
a
are
lot
you
of
in like book groups? How do you reach out to readers? What's
Well,
your
I
business
have
deal?
my own personal private book group on Facebook. And I also have some local book clubs that really support me, like the ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. They've been in my corner since my very first release. Um, And mostly I find people on social media or like a reader will reach out and say she's in a book club and would like to feature my book. Um, but recently I haven't had a lot of like I noticed that over when I first started, I was getting invited to a lot of book clubs and my first Elle Wright book came out in 2015. So the industry
Okay.
has changed so much since then.
Hmm.
Um, I I do hope and pray that more book clubs are formed because that is just really a good opportunity for authors. And I just had someone local create a book club just to read the X Dilemma. So
Well,
I was
that's
honored. I was
nice.
honored for that. Yeah, I was honored.
Well, that's
Yeah.
nice. And but there are lots of them, and there's new ones forming, and there's a
Yes,
lot
every
of
day.
book groups. There's a lot of reading groups.
Yes, a lot
There's
of
a lot
them.
of reading related Facebook groups. I'm in
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I'm in them,
yeah,
but I rarely post because my day job is kind of demanding. So, yeah.
yeah. I like to see what people are reading, and they talk about what they're reading, and then
Hmm.
sometimes it may not be positive. They'll say, that book it was
Hmm.
a it was a DNF for me.
Yeah.
So then they'll say, what, how was it for you? And a lot of people will say I didn't finish it either. So
Yeah.
what, so
I've
it's
seen that.
it's interesting just communicating with other readers.
And I've learned as an author that sometimes spaces aren't for us because, we want readers to have their own spaces so that they can discuss books without worrying about authors being in there.
Yeah, and
I think it does hurt a lot. It could cause a lot of discourse in the between readers and authors. So there have been times where I just choose not to join a group because, sometimes readers need a chance to just discuss things
right,
without
they don't
writers
want to be
being there.
sold
Yeah.
to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I belong to some book clubs on Facebook that are purely readers. They're
Mm-hmm.
not looking to be sold to. They just want to discuss.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
just want to
post
discuss
anything in
books.
those
Yeah.
groups. I like to read the discussion about
Yeah.
certain books, and
Mm-hmm.
it really kind of helps me to plan what I'm going to write
Yeah.
because I find out that sometimes the most popular book is not always the best book to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard them say, well, I admit I really didn't like such and such a book. I know it
Yeah.
was popular, but don't come for me. But I
Yeah.
really didn't like it. And people were like, well, me too. And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
real
Then
discussion as
it's
to
a
why they didn't like that book. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not based on popularity. And I
Right.
like those types of discussions.
Me too. Me too. I enjoy them.
yeah, a lot of books that are hyped are not necessarily well written or good.
But
The
sometimes it's
stories
not about being well written because I
I
believe
think
that the
everybody
book that
is,
I was thinking of it was well written. It's
yeah.
just that they didn't particularly like that story.
Well, I
some
think
of them
every
aren't
book is
well
not,
written.
I just think every book is not for everybody. Like
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
what
I
you
agree with
like,
that too. I agree with that too.
and I feel the same way about my books. My books are not for everybody. So like, I just feel like everybody likes something, and we might not all like the same thing. And that's okay. Like I think that's fine. Like if you don't like a book, but somebody else does, then, that's just life. I feel like there's enough books out here for us all to win as authors. There should we don't need to be competitive. Like there's just enough readers and enough books, that we can find something that we like.
And I'm in 2 book clubs, and
Hmm.
sometimes, you know, the ratings will vary widely,
Yeah.
about the same book.
Hmm.
So sometimes we'll
Yeah.
all like it.
Hmm.
Sometimes half of us will like it,
Yeah.
and the other half don't. It just depends.
Yeah, I don't
And
think I've ever written a book that didn't have at least one review that was like, I didn't like this. So I
yeah,
think like I just think it's part of the journey as a published author. Like you just
Right.
take the good with the bad and then
yes,
you just learn to just be grateful for the journey.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it is part of it. I don't write that much fiction, so
Oh yeah,
I don't
yeah,
get the same my fiction has had
mhm,
good reviews, but I only have two. And
yeah.
the rest of my books are is I write multiple genres. So
Okay,
As soon as
yeah.
I can get
yeah, most of
past
them are
this
nonfiction.
this crazy Black History Month event I'm working on, I'm starting on my nonfiction book.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
That
are?
sounds great.
Okay. Yeah, me
That's
too. I'm
awesome.
working on my 16th book is nonfiction. Should
Mm-hmm.
be out by the summer.
Okay, that's
So
awesome.
yeah. So I'm uh and I'm working on it every day. So when 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 I'm writing something and stuff is coming to me like that, like
Hmm.
I'm constantly getting more ideas and just phrases to add to it,
Yeah,
every day, then I know that I'm on the right track. It's not like having to pull stuff out of me.
yeah.
And I have to do some research, but it's not a lot of research. So
And research is part of our journey as writers, right? I have to
mhm,
research
mhm.
everything. Like this book is set in Detroit. I'm not from Detroit. I'm from Michigan, but I'm not from Detroit. And
Right.
Okay.
Detroiters are very particular about how their city is represented. So I wanted to be just cognizant of that when I was researching for the X Dilemma, like making sure I got the lingo correct, like restaurants and, like things like that. So it's very important to research in every type of writing you're doing because
Mhm.
you don't want to offend anybody. You want to, we want it to be a sense of realism in the book. And you just want to make sure you get your timing right, the street names and things like that. You have to make sure you're doing what's required to make it seem as real as possible and set in reality.
That is absolutely huge because it is
Hmm.
so insulting as a reader when you're reading a book that takes place in your city
Hmm.
and it's very obvious that the writer
Hmm.
has never been there and is only going by the stereotype or what
Yeah,
they might have found on Wikipedia. There's no soul in the book. So the
right.
fact that you took the time to find the soul of Detroit.
And I wanted it to be like kind of like the whole series as a whole. This is just book one in the series.
Mhm.
And I kind of want the whole series to just be kind of a love letter to Detroit because
Yeah.
there is so much good about the city. And I know I have family from Detroit. I know people from Detroit, friends. Some of my best friend is from Detroit, and she loves it. Like, I visited Detroit several times. I've been there. I've stayed there. So I just want people to know that Detroit is a phenomenal city, and they should come visit. Like, there's different places to visit in Detroit, and I think it's important to kind of shine a light on those good things,
Right.
um, so that the media and like the written word is just not focused on bad stuff all the time. And I feel the same way about Black characters, Black romance, just kind of showing that we do love, we do live, we do hurt, we do cry. We have all the emotions that everyone else does. And, we go through life just like everybody else.
Now you mentioned in your information that you sent that you like to watch old rom-coms. So what are some
Hmm.
of your favorites?
I like My Best Friend's Wedding. Um, I like While You Were Sleeping.
Okay, that's
Um,
a cute one.
yeah,
I've seen that
some of
one
the
multiple times.
oh yeah, it's complicated. I really love it's complicated
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
yeah, that was with me and my mom's favorite movie to watch together. I just really enjoy like Roxanne, like the old 80s rom-coms like Roxanne, You Got Mail and things like that. I love rom-coms.
Okay. And then you also said you like to solve crimes on your
Oh yeah, that's my
investigative. This
yeah.
you like crime, true crime.
I love true crime.
Okay. See, I don't like true crime.
Really?
I like a movie or series that's written, scripted,
Hmm.
dramatic about crime. But I
No,
don't watch. true
I
crime.
like
But
true
my
crime
sister
because
loves it.
when I finish watching that movie, I go on the internet and see what really happened. It makes
Yeah,
how
I do
people talk about
too.
going down that rabbit hole. That's what I like to do. What
I
really happened.
love it. I love it. I love a good thriller. I love it. I especially love it if I can track stuff down like it's real, like it's a
Yeah.
documentary or it's a movie based on real life. So I could actually go look at the real life cases and things. I love that. I love it.
Yeah, my sister loves that. One of my friends,
Hmm.
my hair stylist, loves that. And
Hmm.
sometimes when I go, she'll be watching one of those where I forgot what it's called, but it's where you committed a crime with somebody. You love
Hmm.
made you do it. It's not the name of it, but you love this dude,
Oh,
and
For Your
he
Love.
talked you
Yeah.
into doing some crime,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's crazy. I'm like, what?
yeah,
And a lot of times it's like murder or
yeah.
robbery.
It is.
It's something you can really go to prison for the rest
Yeah.
of your life.
I watched that show like it's on TV
Yeah,
One.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
Yep.
my
I watch it. I had to stop watching that one though.
Yeah. It got a little too crazy.
I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like,
I
some of
saw
the things
one
these women were
episode
doing.
when I was
Right.
sitting in my hairstylist chair. I saw one episode of it. Which
Hmm.
I didn't have any choice because it was
Yeah.
right in front of me and I couldn't move. And it was she killed somebody.
Oh, yeah.
This girl killed. She got in cahoots with the boyfriend, and I think
Hmm.
it was his ex or something.
Oh, yeah.
And
That
he
happens a lot in
convinced
that show.
he convinced her to kill. I'm like, if a man is telling you something to do that's
Hmm.
illegal
Hmm.
or bad,
Yeah.
run. It's
Yeah.
gonna end badly,
Yeah,
no
it
matter
will.
what he says or what you think or how
For
you
some
feel.
reason, they seem to lose their common sense, though. Like,
Yeah, it does. It's
if they
like
ever had it in the first place,
they
a lot
say
of them.
love is blind, but my God,
It's not that
it's
blind.
not that blind. And we've all done stupid stuff.
Yeah.
In our youth, especially. Hopefully, it was a youthful indiscretion and not a
Some of them
middle-aged
are.
indiscretion.
I mean, but you're in your youth and you just threw your whole life away. So it's
Yeah,
not
I
like
know.
I was.
If you didn't get caught, you got lucky. I mean, if
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you just it's just
Yeah, I
you
just
know.
say I'm glad that if I had run away and married the people I thought I was in love with at a young age,
Don't
my life
talk
would
about it.
be horrible right now. So just imagine
I
the people who throw their lives away trying to kill somebody at a young age
Hmm.
mhm.
because you thought that was the be all end all, and now
Hmm.
look
Yeah.
at it, just raggedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just think about where you would be if you were with whoever. And
Yeah.
then you see how they ended up too. If you still
Mhm.
are in touch with them in some way or can see what occurred, you
Hmm.
see where they went, and that's where you would have gone because
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what we end up
If
with.
I didn't have any common sense, that's where I would have
Yeah,
gone.
or you have to let them go. You have to let them go, or you're gonna end up where they are. That's it. That's
Yeah. My mom always told me it's important to know yourself
yes,
and before you get with, before you marry somebody. And I don't think we always do that, but as just women in general, but I think that like if you marry somebody that is that supports you, then you have the room to know yourself too. So, I
Right.
mean, to get to know yourself, and then you have to realize that while you're married, you change
yeah,
over time, like
yes,
everything changes. So you
yeah,
have to get to know
yes,
yourself again as
yes,
every new phase comes up. And
yes,
that's one of the reasons why I like to write romances because you kind of you get these two people at a point in their lives. Maybe they've had bad relationship, maybe they haven't had a relationship at all, and then they try and make this situation work and bring two people that might be polar opposites together or they might be just alike and see how they mesh, how they can take whatever their backstory is, whatever happened to them in the past, and just kind of make something fresh and new and happy and loving.
Yeah. Well, we're at the end of our time. I was looking at it then. It got away from me because when we started talking all about true crime. So
Yes, I
anyway,
know.
thanks
I
for being
love it.
back on the show, and
Thank you so
congratulations
much
on
for
your
having me.
book.
So thank you
And
for being here. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
okay, have a great night.
You too.